What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to a brand new video. Now, man, of all the videos I could be making, I'm making this one. Look, I've watched a lot of podcasts and I've seen some really, really bad ones, but this is a different level. The Talk Tuah podcast is bad. And I don't know how to say this without sounding like a hater, because it's not like it's every day that we get a podcast sponsored by Logan Paul and all we had to do was say
Talk Tuah and spit on that thing. You get me?
Now I'm gonna be honest, when the meme first dropped, me and the homies was saying that shit every day for a week straight. Man, we would hop into Discord and the first thing you would hear was
Talk Tuah.
it was absolute pure cinema. But after a week, it got old really fast. Eventually, we forgot about the Talk Tuah meme and we completely moved on. And I thought the rest of the world would also move on as well. Man, I was completely wrong. I found out that the Talk Tuah girl has her own podcast. Why? I have no fucking clue. But I did want to give them a genuine chance, as I love listening to podcasts. It's something that I do every single day. I wanted to see if it was worth watching, and let me tell you, whew, it was not. Now keep in mind, I've only watched episode 2 because I accidentally skipped episode 1.
Some people are really fucking stupid.
And my God, it was so hard to watch. I know podcasts are supposed to be conversations between people to get their viewpoints on life, but this was complete brain rot. There was one girl in the podcast who talked only to give filler. Like, she was the filler episode in Naruto. She wasn't there to bring anything. She was only there just to fill in space and time.
Yeah, dressed in hats and hoodies.
Yeah. I didn't think it was getting bad until I started seeing people like do merch that said it, and I was like, what? Or like that girl that pretended to be you.
Oh yeah.
Like the one that was like trying to
getting the benefit.
Hey,
Those
she's a
people done
teacher or
deep
something.
investigation though.
No, they did. Like they didn't. Well, nobody really knew who you were, so like.
Yeah.
Then there was this other chick on the far side of all of the girls sitting together, and she looked like she wanted to be anywhere else but there. It was like she was bullied into being in the podcast in the first place.
I hate breathing. I hate being alive. I'm in tremendous pain. I'm in tremendous pain. Help me, help me, help me. I'm in so much pain. I'm in so much pain. I'm in so much pain.
Like, ma'am, please blink twice if you are being held hostage right now. Now, I watched the entire full episode, and to this, like, me making this video and recording, I still cannot remember what the topic of the conversation was. I learned nothing except a new word that the Tuah girl made up called the shirt tussie.
So a shirt tussie is when you have a fat cooter and your cooter decides to take a bite out of your shirt. That's exactly what a shirt tussie is.
Nasty bitch.
A word that outside of this video, I will never ever say ever again. Now, I don't want to be too critical of the podcast because, yeah, it is pretty bad. If I could describe the whole podcast in a few words, I would probably say it's like watching college girls have dorm room talk, but without alcohol. That is legit the best way that I could describe it. The show was really cringe. Now, the crazy part about all of this was that the episode 2 of the podcast was supposed to feature her granny, but Granny didn't come until 22 minutes later to the podcast. Yo, where was Granny at? Where was Granny? Was she late because she had to give Grandpa that Talk Tuah? Now, the duration of the podcast was something else that kind of bothered me. It was only 30 minutes long. And that's like the half of duration of most podcasts. I'm pretty sure most podcasts are over an hour to 4 hours long. And I'm assuming it was so short because they had literally nothing to talk about. They were yapping about nothing. There was nothing to talk about. I do give her props though for cashing out the meme and making it into a podcast. I look, I don't want to hate on it. Get that bread, get that paper, fam. Do what you got to do to get through. I completely respect it. I am rooting for Haley, to be completely honest. But the problem is the podcast is just, it seems like they didn't really have a plan for the podcast. They just kind of got together, sat down and just started talking. And that's literally all it was. It was just boring. It was boring to watch. Now, again, I will give the podcast a chance to see how it goes. Not everything is a massive success in the beginning. They maybe need time to really settle into that podcast atmosphere before they start making good content. Keep in mind, I'm also only judging it based off the episode 2 that I saw. I want to say maybe the other ones are better, but even still, a lot of the reviews that I saw on YouTube was pretty bad. So I'm not going to really hold my breath. But again, I do want to see them succeed. So I will give them a chance. But anyways, I don't know. I'll keep watching. I'll keep checking them out just to see how things go. But for now, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button for more content. That's all I wanted to talk about on this topic. I'm just kind of mad after wasting 30 minutes of watching a podcast of just pure yapping. It just got on my nerves. So I just wanted to throw this video out there. But anyways, hit that subscribe button. My name is Robert J. Fox, and yeah, fuck off.